Hello guys, so let's see how to do that effect on Davinci Resolve. Now all the assets used in this video are available down in the description, so download and practice along. So for that, first let's come to effects and bring in a fusion composition like this, and let me increase the fusion composition to a little bit, and then let's come to fusion. So now we are going to be working on a 3D space. To work in a 3D space you need these nodes. This is the render 3D, and then you need a merge 3D, and then you need a camera 3D, and let's join all like so. So camera 3D will go to the merge 3D to the render 3D, and render 3D to the media out. Now if your window looks like this, you can click this for dual window, select merge 3D and press 1 on your keyboard so that you can view everything here, and let media out be on the second screen. And to navigate along the 3D space, press command and the scroll wheels on your mouse to zoom in and out, and you can press shift and scroll wheels to rotate left, right, or up, down. So let's bring in our first asset. This is the mountain. So I'm just going to bring it here and just join it to this merge 3D. And as soon as I do that, everything will turn white. It's because, you know, the size of that is very big. So you need to reduce the size all the way. I mean, I'll do it 0.01. And if it's still big, you can come to transform, and under scale, you can further reduce it from here. And let me select the camera node and just move it a bit back like this. Okay, so now the mountain doesn't have any surface. Now click somewhere here and press shift spacebar and bring in a blend node and just join it to the mesh. So this is where we will be attaching our surface. So I have the surface right here. It's a PNG file. Everything is available down in the description, and just join it to this plane node. So you have the surface ready. Let me move the camera a bit up like this. Now let's bring in our second asset, which is a plane. So let's bring it here and join it to the merge. Same step, you can reduce the size from here. It's way too big, so just reduce the size. And you know, you can bring it up because it's gone below the mountain. And let me reduce the size furthermore. Yeah, about there would be fine. And for the material, the same thing. You can copy this blend node, copy, paste, join it here, and bring in the plain PNG and join it to the blend. Now if you rotate and see that the plane is facing us, I want to rotate this plane. So come to this plane node, under transform, under Y rotation, just press 180. So it has rotated all the way to that side. So now you have the plane and the mountain ready. Now you can quickly animate the plane. So what I do is, you know, I'll come to the beginning of the frame, and under frame 0, just hit keyframe on X, Y, Z, and also the angle. Then let's come to frame like 50, and let's move the plane like so. And also I'll rotate the Y to something like this. So it will look as if, you know, the plane is turning to the right. You can smoothen out this transition. For that, come to spline. It's easier if you come here under spline, this 3 dots, show only selected tool. So that whichever node you select, only that will get selected here. And then press this one, Control A, press S on the keyboard. So the transition is smoothened. So you have a plane that goes like this. Now let's bring in our other FBX mesh. This is a location pin. So let me join this to the merge. And just like that, it's super big. So let me reduce the size to a whole bunch. And it's still big. So, and you can try to bring it up. And under transform, you can again further reduce it somewhere like this. And I'm going to place this to, let's see where our camera is. So I will place this somewhere here. So let me bring this to somewhere here. You can zoom in and see where you are placing it. So as you can see, it's way too far from the mountain. So I'm just going to place it down like so. I'm also going to reduce the scale to a little more. It's way too big. Now let's bring in our PNG icon for the location pin. So for that, again, you can copy this blend node, copy, paste, and you can join it like this. And this will go here. So it has this metallic red look. And I think I'll bring this a bit more down so that it barely touches the mountain. Awesome. Now let's animate our camera. So to animate the camera, what you can do is let's come to the beginning of the frame. Let me zoom out the camera to go like to this side. So let's come to transform, select the camera node and mark a keyframe on the translation. Now let's go to frame like 80 and you can move the camera to the end position, which is this, somewhere here. And you can rotate the Y to the other side to somewhere here. Now I did not keyframe this Y as of now because I will mark a keyframe here because I don't want it to be like fully rotating on during the path. So I'll come here somewhere around frame 40. I'll mark a keyframe here and set this to 0 so that, once it goes like this, then it gradually starts to rotate like this. Cool. Now you can smoothen out the motion, come to spline, select the camera points, Control A, press S on the keyboard. Now what I also did is, I want this location pin to rotate. So for that, what you can do is come to that particular mesh and you can keyframe the Y rotation. So I'll mark a keyframe under Y rotation at frame 0. Then let's come where the camera goes and focuses on it, somewhere here. On frame 90, I will stop the rotation. So here I'll make the point to somewhere like this, facing the camera. And in the first keyframe, I will rotate it to, something like this, so that, it keeps rotating until the camera reaches that point. Cool. Okay, and you can smoothen out that motion as well. Control A and I'll press S on the keyboard. So this is pretty much it. Now you can bring in that text that comes here. So for that, what I did is, I will create altogether a different merge 3D node for that, for the text, so that it will be better and more organized. So I'll bring in a merge 3D node here. Let's bring in a background node and let's view this on the first screen. And let's bring in a text plus node and let's join it like this. And this background, I will also bring in a rectangular mask and join it like this, so that you have a mask like this. And I will adjust the width, the height, and increase the corner radius to a little bit. And in the text, you can type something like war zone. You cannot see anything here because you're viewing the background here. Let me view this merge and select this merge and press 1 on the keyboard. And in the text, I'm going to change the font to Cinzel and maybe increase the size to a little bit. And the background, I'm going to change the color to a little light grayish, something like that. Once you made the text effect, you cannot join this to the merge 3D directly. So to convert this 2D, you need an image plane 3D. So bring that here. You can join this to this. From this output, you can go to the merge 3D And from this merge 3D, you can connect to this merge 3D. So as you can see, it appeared here. You cannot see anything here. So come to this image plane 3D and let's view this merge 3D again here. Press 1. So you need to bring this on top. Before that, let me reduce the size. Come to transform and you can reduce the size. And then you can bring this on top. So you can move this here and bring it closer to the location pinpoint. And let's see where it is. So you can rotate this to something like 90 degrees. And let me reduce the size again. It's too much. And again, you can move it next to the pinpoint, something like that. Now you need to animate the text. For that, I just did a simple follower transition. So for that, what you can do is once the camera reaches here, that is somewhere here, this is where I will start my keyframe. So just select right click on the text node and select follower. Then a tab will open called modifiers. Come to modifiers, set a delay value to 1.2. Come to transform, mark a keyframe under offset. Another window will open called path. You don't have to do anything. Come back to follower, go 10 frames back. So it will be, this is 83, so I'll go to 73 and mark a keyframe offset again. And in this keyframe, I will lower the offset. So what happens is, there is a motion like this. But as you can see, it is going outside this rectangular box. In order to fix that, what you can do is just copy this rectangle and paste it here, and let's connect it to the blue input of merge so that it will act as a mask. So anything will happen only within that mask. So you can see that title appearing from there. So that's the main thing for building this. Now you can again copy this location pin and you can add Warzone 2 and put it somewhere else. And you can again animate the camera the same exact way. But in order to really sell the effect, what you can do is come to render 3D and you can enable lighting and shadows. So just when I do that, nothing is visible because now you need to add in light. So for that, let me move my camera to somewhere here. Click somewhere here, shift spacebar, bring in ambient light and join it to the merge 3D. So barely it's visible, so you can increase the intensity. Then shift spacebar, directional light, press add and join it to the merge 3D. And in directional light, you play with the Y rotation and you get this nice texture and shadows, as you can see. And if you think it's too much, you can come to controls and, reduce the intensity to a little bit. Now you can also add a grid line behind this. So for that, what I do is I bring in a background node, then shift spacebar, grid, this grid, not the grid warp, and join it like this. And this background, I'm going to reduce alpha all the way. Let's view this here under 1 and I'm going to reduce the major line width. And you can change the color to something like yellow and maybe make it a bit more dark. And what you can do is, bring in an image plane 3D so that it will convert to a 3D image and just join it to the merge 3D. So you can, move the grid lines like this behind the mountain somewhere here. And you can again copy this and paste it here, join it to the merge. And in this image plane 3D under transform, you can change the Y rotation to 90 degrees. Now why you need to apply grid is, because as you can see here, if you don't want a plain black background, you can apply grid because it's very trending in documentary kind of videos. So you can just, place the grid if you want all the four corners, and make sure, it fills up this whole background. So you can just zoom this one. I'll just come to transform and increase the scale so that, the whole screen gets filled up, something like this. And you can, under grid, increase the row cells and increase the column cells also. So you have something like this in the final product. So that's pretty much it here. All I did extra is, I copied the same transition of the location pin and the text, and I pasted it somewhere here on the map. From there, I animated the camera to move along and place it here. So once you color grade, add those sound effects, this is what you have. So I hope you guys learned something from this video. That's pretty much it for this video. For those who don't know, I'm Fenzer. I do travel, tech and filmmaking on this channel. So if you're into that sort of stuff, please consider hitting the subscribe button. And let me know what other tutorials you want to see on this channel. Thank you all for watching. And as always, I'll see you all in the next one.